The Bible says, and Elisha sent a messenger unto him, saying, Go and wash in Jordan 7 times, and thy flesh shall come again to thee, and thou shalt be clean. Here is the message to the great Syrian captain Naaman, who for all his greatness was still a leper. He still needed to be clean. And Elisha gives him the message to wash in Jordan 7 times. What a humiliating message for the great captain Naaman, to take off all his gear and reveal his sickness before all, and then have to bob up and down 7 times in the river Jordan. Not the most beautiful river out there, cold and partially dirty, and yet this was the message for Naaman to be clean. And as great as you and I are, or as we think we are, God tells us, go and wash in Jordan 7 times. It may not look obvious to you why, but God says, do this 7 times, the number of completion and perfection, and you will be clean. What if Naaman had stopped after the 3rd time? What if he'd given up after the 5th time? What if the frustration and the lack of results and his pride just overwhelmed him the 6th time, and he stormed out of that river with his leprosy still upon him because he did not finish what God had told him to do, wash 7 times? And you and I, dear Christian, have been told to finish what God has told us to do. Continue thou in the things which thou hast learned. If you want to receive the blessing, you've got to keep going. What will happen if you stop short on the 3rd time or the 5th time, or get all the way up to the 6th time and storm off in pride and frustration? No, dear brother or sister, the time has come for you to go down one more time. Wash one more time. Finish what God has told you to do. Keep going, and you will see the blessing. Naaman had his flesh come back that 7th time like a child, like a baby, new and clean and beautiful. And if you would just keep going and go down again, wash that 7th time, don't give up, you will see God's blessing upon you. So when the flesh and pride and circumstances make you want to storm off, just look up to heaven, obey the commandment, and go down again and see God's blessing in your life.